One morning you woke up and the world had fallen silent. No friends, no enemies, no unliked neighbors, not even the concern of working to earn money. Everything is yours. All countries, all palaces. Whatever you desire is at your fingertips. But what about loneliness? Close your eyes and imagine you are the only person in the world. The entire planet is your playground. What would that be like? One morning the alarm rang and you woke up. No one is home. They must have gone somewhere, you say, and start having breakfast. But there's an unusual silence outside. Neither the sound of cars nor the voices of children playing in the street reach your ears. When you finish your breakfast and want to check your social media accounts, you encounter something even stranger. Today, no one has posted anything. Absolutely no one. This surprises you greatly. What happened? It's time to go outside to find the answer to this question. The streets are deserted. There's no one around except for cats and dogs. And now you realize you are the last person left in the world. Of course, overcoming this shock wasn't easy. While you were wondering what could have happened, did a major virus bring about the end of all humanity, or did everyone conspire to play a joke on you? Your first day alone in the world has already passed. On the second day, you actually realize that it's not so bad. Just imagine you can immediately start driving any luxury car you see. You don't need to pay for it. When you spot a nice Mercedes, all you have to do is find which house its key is in. After going inside and getting the key, you can use it until the fuel runs out and then just abandon it. Are the clothes you're wearing starting to get dirty? No problem at all. Just enter any shopping mall, take whatever you like, and walk out. There are enough clothes to last your entire life. You can be as extravagant as you wish. So, have you realized you're a bit hungry? In that case, enter the first supermarket you see and eat whatever you crave. All the chocolates and food are now yours. But be careful. The power might go out while you're inside. You wouldn't want to be stuck anywhere. In a world without humans, since there will be no one to regulate electrical currents and fix faults in the lines, the entire world will be plunged into darkness within a few days. You had better collect all the candles and lanterns you find, because nights without light will be longer than before, and perhaps in this darkness, you will deeply feel what loneliness is for the first time. When the lights of civilization go out, the oldest fears in human history will resurface. Since packaged foods will also start to spoil very soon, you had better learn to hunt. Fishing is a good start. But be careful. The wolves, boars, and bears from around your city are now also roaming the same streets as you. Even if they hesitate for a few months, they will all begin to flock to city centers because they don't hear human voices. Therefore, you might consider breaking the windows of gun stores and taking a few with you. Survival will become much more than just eating. It means adapting to nature's wildest rules. There are three crucial things for surviving alone in the world: water, food, and the need for shelter. Shelter is the simplest to acquire. The most beautiful mansions and palaces are at your disposal. Just pick one and indulge yourself. No one will question your actions. If you grow weary of the city you reside in, you are free to go anywhere you desire. After all, the whole world is yours. Perhaps there are holiday destinations you've deeply wished to visit but never found the opportunity. Just hop into any car and set off. But remember, in the most magnificent hotel you enter, there will be no one, neither boss nor employee HTO serve you. And by the way, you are the only person in the world. This means you can visit forbidden places and take warplanes and bombs from secret army bases. Perhaps when the solitude becomes too much, you might want to bomb and obliterate buildings you dislike to inject some excitement into your life. Wait a minute. Did you hear that sound? A roar. What could possibly be in the middle of the city? According to research, in a world without humans, animals in nature parks and zoos will inevitably find a way to escape due to hunger. This means that within a few months, lions, elephants, and even crocodiles will be roaming the same streets as you. You must always be careful. However, since humanity will be absent, The numerous animals roaming everywhere will prevent predators from experiencing food shortages. Therefore, you are not high on a lion's hunting list. You can relax for a while longer. So, have you noticed? You now have more energy than before and feel healthier. With no factories constantly polluting the atmosphere and environment, and no toxic gases from car exhaust fumes, your body functions much better. And there's no one who can infect you with diseases. But if you lack first aid knowledge, even a small cut can quickly get infected and lead to serious consequences. Therefore, always keep your first aid kit with you. In such a world, survival is actually the easiest thing. The difficult part, however, is preserving your mental health. Humankind possesses a consciousness geared towards living in groups and constantly communicating. Not speaking to anyone for days, weeks, or even months can eventually lead you to unconsciously start talking to yourself. A study on individuals who spent extended periods in solitary confinement cells in prisons observed that these people eventually began conversing with the human figures they drew on the walls. It is known that they would name these drawings and even argue with them from time to time. This is because humans are social beings. Even the most introverted individual will eventually feel the need to communicate. Nowadays, there are also people living alone on an island or in a forest. These individuals, however, attempt to fulfill their needs for socialization, dialogue, or more accurately, companionship by necessarily owning a dog. Perhaps you too could get a dog in this world where you find yourself alone. It would be both a protector and a friend for you. In this life where you can't even use the internet because there's no electricity, you might want to travel the world to see if anyone else is still alive besides you. Cars could serve the purpose, but it would take a long time. If you know how to operate them, a boat or any plane you desire is at your disposal. With a fast and high-quality boat, you could explore all the coastal cities of the world within a few years, searching for traces of humankind. Or, if you have pilot training, you also have the chance to circumnavigate the world more quickly with a small plane. However, keep this crucial point in mind. On our planet, which is now beyond human control, nuclear facilities could start exploding within 10 years. For this reason, it's best not to enter cities containing such dangerous places. Each of these explosions could, in fact, have a Chernobyl-like impact. Experts also state that one of the most important elements of surviving alone is maintaining one's mental well-being, and while doing so, paying attention to self-care. The fact that no one else is around should not prevent you from showing care for your own body. Because a well-groomed appearance, no matter where you are, will give you positive energy, a zest for life, and self-confidence. If you stop taking care of yourself, you will turn into a werewolf or a bearded woman. After your first year in a world without people, you might start living like animals. Eating raw meat and hunting like wolves would not be pleasant. During the years of World War II, it was observed that some prisoners who escaped from the prisons in Russia's vast steppes lived just like wolves after years spent in the forests. At the same time, after having spent a long period in the world, it would be wisest not to trust high-rise buildings anymore. Since multi-story apartments constantly risk collapse due to neglect, lower houses can protect you from a potential disaster. However, given that there will be no one to control the river gates, which would cause massive floods in waterways, if the house you choose is on a small hill rather than a flat plain, you would be protected from waking up one morning to floodwaters. Most importantly, always keep in mind who you are and where you come from. If possible, frequently visit the city where you grew. Up in the streets where your memories were made. Because in a life devoid of human interaction, technology, and electricity, your mind can play tricks on you, making you forget your past. Studies have revealed that individuals who spent over a decade on a deserted island or in a forest forgot their pasts and their own lives. When a person is solely focused on daily survival and without photographs or companions to keep those memories alive, the mind eventually and involuntarily begins to forget. Frequently return to the city where you grew up. If you're unable to do so, carry your memories with you. They will remind you of your humanity in the wild. Ultimately, you are left with only two options. Either you travel the world, find someone of the opposite sex, and become humanity's new Adam and Eve, or you can await death in your shelter, utterly alone on this planet where you've been left, without ever finding anyone to tell about the places you've visited or show the photos you've taken. Which one do you think is harder? Loneliness or the search for hope? Share your thoughts with us in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and like this video.